Thanks everybody for joining this training. Today I'm going to make you aware that certain things are very important, and once you understand that, you can monetize it. Before I start, I kind of want to explain the flywheel effect, and that probably give you a feeling what all you do is good. So with that flywheel effect, I mean you learn certain things what you can apply not only today, not only this year, but also 10 years from now. So you kind of put energy in something what you can use for a long time, not only now, not only in a year, also 10 years from now. For example, creating a website will be now, will be good for next year, will be good for a long time, correct? Set up a merchant account. Okay, it's good for now, it's good for next year, it's good for 10 years from now. So there are several things what you learn, and not only is good for now, but also good for the future. And every time when you face a new issue, or you want to develop something, or you want to provide a service, what you learned in the past helps you to solve the issue from now. Does that make sense? So certain things are not aged, or not as aged. Now the perfect example of this is, what's the perfect example of this? I'm not sure if you guys know it, but it's Google AdWords. Google AdWords management. If you do it now, if you learn it now, it will be good for a year, will be good for 5 years from now, it will be good for 10 years from now. Google AdWords will not go off the planet. Okay? They will be for a long time. Doesn't mean forever, but at least for the next 10 years. And that same methodology. The interface change, and they always change kind of once a year, but the basic stays the same. Once you understand the concept of keyword ads and conversion, that concept is good for a long time. Now today it's not only about Google AdWords, okay? Today you will learn something else. So if you are on the first time of a webinar of my training, say hi or say yes first time, so I kind of get to know you. My name is Jack Hopman, 53 years old. I'm a marketer since 2009. I do a lot of Google AdWords management. That is the basis of my business. The first day of every month, I get paid a lot of recurring income, and I really don't work hard for it. You only kind of set it up. So I want you, at some point, I want you to be able to do the same, so you don't worry about paying the bills for that month. So, well, let's dig in the content. Why do you need a tracking number? So now we're going in the flywheel effect. What you learned today, you will apply it this week. You will be able to apply it next year, and you will be able to apply it for the coming years. Okay? Why do you need a phone tracking number? Everybody can come up with a good reason. Okay, you don't want to show your private number on your website, correct? You don't want, because you kind of want to have a privacy, correct? You want to share your number with your clients, but do you really want to know that other people which are not your client can call you at any time? You get all those marketing calls, maybe, most of the time they want to sell you something, correct? That takes away from your time what you want to do that day. Okay? So if you have who with you guys a silent prospector. So with silent prospect you can leave a voice drop message, and you want to know how many calls your campaign got, so you kind of can track the results. Pay per lead. That is something what you need to learn. Okay, that is good for the coming years. So local businesses are mainly local business. They became local business because they want to be independent. They want to have their own business and make money with it, correct? If you can make them money, they love to pay you for your effort. So if you can generate leads, generate calls, they are more than happy to pay for it. Now, who is doing Google AdWords for you guys? If you do Google AdWords, you know that you want to know how many calls you get from a campaign. That will tell you two things. One is how good your campaign is working. The second one is you got proof for the business that you generate that amount of calls. So it's very important. And we come back to this point, okay? Remember this. When a business spends a serious amount of money, they want to know how many calls they get from Google AdWords. Okay, Instant Connect. So Instant Connect probably needs some explanation. So Instant Connect is a website visitor submitted in a form, and the form is also one of the fields is also a phone number, and we provide a system that the business owner get a call and say, hey, somebody submit the form with this and this information. Do you want to have a conversation, a call instantly with a website submitter? Now this blows everything away. Okay, that is so great. The website submitter is so surprised that they get an instant follow up, and the conversion is much easier. Okay, so now we know why you need it, and that is what you need, the call portal that does everything. Okay, now I'm going to mention the main features, and then I'm going to teach you how to get clients and how to use the portal. Does that make sense? So first, you know the need. Now I'm telling you how to solve that need, and then I'm going to show you where to get clients and how to use the call portal. And this is something what you need to learn now, and is good for the for next year, and it's good for 10 years. Now the call portal provides numbers for most countries. Okay, so features: email alerts. So when a call comes in, you can do that. You can email the business owner for successful calls, for missed calls with the call replays, and so you can even send out daily reports, weekly reports, how many calls were generated. Now, more and more important becomes text message alerts. And tonight, you're going to experience yourself how amazing text message alerts nowadays works. Now, you can record the call. You want to see how many calls get converted, how the call get answered. If you want to listen back, your successful calls and your failed calls, that's all important. You can email the call recording. You can text message the call recording. So you understand the call process much better. Custom greeting. So you can have a specific custom greeting related to the tracking number, so the caller feels kind of welcome. Ringtone selection, then whisper message, so you can have a small message to the call receiver where the call is coming from. Multi-ring, that means you don't want to waste calls. Let's say 3 people in the company can answer the call. All the 3 phones get ring, and then if one of the 3 persons answer the call, then the call stop for the other 2 persons ringing. So voice messages. So that is one of the features I like the most, because I cannot answer the whole day my calls. Can you? Who of you guys can answer the call the whole day? Let's say at least for during the day, 8 hours per day. Are you available the whole day to answer calls? No, I'm not. And are you? So, but I don't want to miss calls. I don't want to miss calls. So how I do this now is the caller can leave a voice message. The recording get text message to me, and at the moment I'm able, I listen to the recording and decide if I want to call him back. So you can also blacklist spam calls. So if you get marketing calls, you can blacklist that caller and it will never be able to call you again. And then round robin. Who of you guys knows round robin? So round robin is if you want to connect one tracking number with multiple businesses. And you can do that on several methods, like rotate between them, or if company 1 doesn't answer the phone, forward to company 2, or company 1 only pays for 10 calls. So if you get more calls that month, I want to forward to the second company. So you can do so much with round robin. Very powerful. So, and if you thought that is all what it is much more. Instant Connect, we already discussed it. So you can forward that form submitter to the caller, to the business, and the business owner can decide if he wants to speak with the website submitter. So that is, if, for example, this is very powerful for car dealers or for roofers, for things what people are used to submit forms, and the the salesperson, they're kind of always busy, but they don't want to miss a call either, so they can see on the phone, do you want to get connected? Okay, you can add text message numbers, and this where we will come back later with a real practice. Multiple country phone numbers, we already discussed that. Blacklist, spam calls, and analytics. Okay. Now IVR is, who is called, of course everybody called a big company. You can set up that also. Press 1 to speak with department 1, press 2 with department 2, and so on. This is very powerful. You can even have the company online account, so if the company wants to listen to the replays or whatever, you can give them an account. And what is kind of new is the white label. Now you can order a domain within the call portal to show your own domain. So it's becoming your application. Outbound dialer, so you can use your tracking number to dial out, and many more. Now, I want you to do a test. Everybody in for a test? I want you to call this number, okay? 561-617-8404. And let me know when you're finished what your experience was. And this is a funny test, okay? So let me know if you call that number and let me know what your experience is. Okay? Somebody did it now already? If you're in Australia, you don't need, but you can see the result. Many from United States also on the call. Okay, says to leave voice busy signal. Please leave a message. I called. The says call later. I left a voice to them. Quick message, fast and clear. Okay. Okay. Now, when you ended the call, did you receive something? So you received a text message. How cool was that? How cool was that you got a text message and the text message will do two things, okay? You can leave a voice message and the caller get a text message. You can change that the text of the text message to your like. But what does that mean for you? It means that you don't need to answer the call right away, but you are engaged with the caller. You can send directions to your website. You can send directions to your local business. You can say, I will call you back at 8 p.m. Okay? So now you can organize your life without missing that call. Does that make sense? Okay, so let me change the screen and show you where. I think too many people are calling at the same time. That is why you get the message numbers no longer in service. So it's kind of get overloaded. But it will when you call a little bit later. Okay. So let me log in. Now, go to all numbers. Text message leads. Go to all numbers. This is the number you just called. And I go to campaign setting. And then I specified. Do you guys see my screen? I just forgot to tell that. Do you guys see my screen, the call portal? So I said on Tuesday, my business is closed, okay? And then you should hear, please leave a message, press star when finished, okay? So, and you can have it as text or as audio files. You can make it as professional as you want. Now, send text message to caller for missed calls, okay? You should have received, sorry that we missed your call. Our office is currently closed. Please visit or send a question to support@jacobman.com. Is that correct? Did you receive that? So now I don't feel that I missed that call. I sent them to the website and I also able to send an email. Okay? So that is one method, but let me not do this. Okay, now let me open it. So it's open now. update, and let me show you some other features. So now the office is not closed. Okay, I can go to edit the settings, and now I can say text message alert for missed calls. Okay, enable text message so that miss a call during this webinar, during this training. Okay, we will get back as soon as in the meantime. So that is send text message caller for missed calls, and then so if you call now, or you will, and I don't answer the phone, you will get another text message. So I can have another text message for missed calls, and the same I can do for successful calls. Thanks for calling during the training. Okay. For more information, okay. So you see how much you can guide the call with a simple text message. Now the beauty of text message is they stay on the phone. Okay, they don't, and call is harder to go back, but on the text message you are much more engaged and you can have much better quality information. Does that make sense? Do we get a text message sent to us for every missed calls? If you want, yes. But there is a distinguish, okay? You can say I want it only during I want it only when the business is closed. So you only put it here, okay? Or if you say I want it also during the day and send text for missed calls and I enable this, okay? You can also during the working hours, okay? There's an enable and a disable feature. I can tell you my clients love it, okay? Typically they have rush hours and are busy, but still they do not want to miss their call. Okay, with a text message, you can guide it. Most people call nowadays with a mobile phone. Does that make sense? So think about yourself, Jimmy. Are you available the whole day to answer calls? Do you have a marketing site and you don't want to miss that if they call you? You don't want to miss that lead. Don't you want to send a simple text message with instructions when they get back and you follow me up via text message? Now it's kind of burnt in the phone and you are in control. Okay, so there are two big things. You don't show your own phone number. Second one is you can guide that call to your like via text message. Is it automatic that you send out even if the call hangs up? Yes. Call went through and I got the text message. Good, Lloyd. Okay? So it's all automatic. You can change the text to your like and then the text message gets changed. Okay? Updated. Now, there's one more thing. There's one more thing. Think about yourself first for a moment. Do you rather call or text doing business? Do you rather call or text doing business? I kind of, tell me. Call, text, okay? So now there's also a setting text message leads, okay? Enable forward text message. So now you can put on the website, call or text this number. Okay, you enable it, and if both of you guys want to send a text message to 561-617-8404. Okay. So put that in the in the chat. Okay. Who can send a text message to this number and tell me what you see? Okay. So Grace, you did. What did you get back? Did you get a response to it? I just did. Joe did. What was the response? Did you get a response? So you should have gotten a response. Thanks for your text message. We will get back as soon as possible. In the same time, visit the website. Okay. So do you feel you are now in control? You know, you feel in control. You are in control when the business is closed. You are in control when the call didn't get answered. You are in control when the call got answered and you just want to send a nice follow up. Okay, thanks for calling. Those are the business directories or whatever. Okay, this is the link to the website. You're always in control. Do, do, do you get the point? With this simple text message, you can guide that call to your like. Okay? But if you think you have seen it all, there's more. Okay. I use voice message a lot. Who kind of have time to answer the call? Nobody, but so you can say, if I don't pick up the phone, let's say in a couple of seconds, I want them to be able to leave a voice message. And that voice message gets sent either by an email or by a text message. Now I can read the replay when I have time and I can answer to it to my like. Okay? So you don't miss the call. They can leave the question and now you can get back to them at your like. And also you can also decide which one you want to call back. Okay, so for example, could this be used where you call a dentist office, say, on a Sunday to set an appointment and call the text message to a website where you can set up an appointment for Monday? Yes, yes, and yes. Girish, you got it. Do we have to record the voicemail? It's up to you. You don't need. It's optional. Okay? You don't need. You can. I like it. So, but you don't need. You just say, okay, sorry I missed your call. Please call back. Or if you the text message, you say, you tell them what you like them to, what you like to do. Okay. So I just wanted to make you aware what you learned today. You will be able to apply it this week. You will be able to apply it next year, and you will never forget it for the next 10 years. This is a flywheel effect. Every time when you come across such situation, you know what the solution is. Okay? You know what the solution. You know that exists, what is possible, and what you can do with it. When you see a dentist, or everybody see a dentist once, 2 times a year, correct? So you can offer that. You can offer to local business owners. You can apply it for your own business. Okay? So that is not part of Sales Dynamite Jack. That is the call portal. Okay? So Arlene said, I see my dentist next week. Yes, that is powerful system and my dentist will love it. Yes, for sure. For sure. Dentists, they love appointments. Everybody likes appointments. But if you can send the link to the booking system, how How cool is that? Huh? How cool is that that you can send the link to the appointment system? Huh? You kind you kind of save a lot of time. Okay? It's all about conversion. Okay. So, no more waiting for Monday morning to get an appointment. Yes. Now, we already spoke about dentist, but let's brainstorm together. Which kind of businesses do this, need this system, and which kind of businesses really need this system so you can target them? My garage door service business, yes. Businesses that require leads, yes. Lawyers, doctors, plumbers, yes. So, to make this easy, to make this easy, my dentist has a full-time receptionist, yes. But full-time means 40 hours. Arlene, do you know how many hours there are in a week? How many hours are in a week without taking the calculator? You know, somebody who knows how many hours in a week? A lot. No, no, no. More than 84, Joe. 156, something like that. Okay? 24 times 7. Okay? So, from those 156 hours, only 40 hours is a receptionist. That means they will lose a lot of potential calls, correct? So, full time doesn't mean 24/7. So, back to my point. What would I do to find a client for this? And which clients are really willing to pay for this? Because they have to pay for it because you want to make money from it, correct? And if you can make them money, they are willing to pay you. So, I haven't heard the solution yet. I know the type of businesses. So, dentist is good, plumber is good, roofers is good, real estate is good. Okay, it's much easier than you think. Much easier. Okay, I go to Google. Okay, Google is our friend, correct? And I type in dentist. Dentist. Okay? Dentist. Let's say near me, whatever. Okay. What do you think about those who pays $10, maybe $20 for a click? Ad. Do you see here the ad? The top one ad. And then you see on the bottom ads. What do you think about those businesses? Those dentists? They are willing to pay for leads. Okay? They spend $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 per month. So they are used to pay for marketing. If you can offer them a solution to solve two things. One is, okay, remember this. One is they can track the amount of calls they get from the AdWords campaign. Most cannot. Okay, they know what's going on. They have a relation between how much they spend and how many calls they get. Very important. The second one is you show them, you explain them the new feature you can offer them not to miss calls and get and send the caller a nice text message when the business is closed, when they miss the call, and a thank you one. How cool is that? That is a no-brainer for most businesses who spend money on AdWords. Do you guys get it? How many businesses are advertising on AdWords? Yeah, any idea? Now, let me say this. Much more than you can handle. That group is so big. It's not they only not advertise today, they advertise next year, and they will advertise the next 10 years. Okay, Google will be around for many years. So what you just learned today is something what you can apply today, next week, next year, every time. You can rinse and repeat. I get this question many times. Jack, what should I learn? What should I do? Now you kind of have something that you can implement. Okay, you can offer it to existing businesses, to new businesses. Okay, click to call is something else. Okay, but even click to call, you can link it to a tracking number, and from the tracking number to the business. Okay, so and from that you can handle that call via the text message. Do you have a campaign to promote this? Okay, who has Sales Dynamite Jack? Enter yes if you have Sales Dynamite Jack. There's an AdWords search engine in it, correct? So now you have hot leads, and explain in the email what you can do for them. You can also contact them, but you have the hot leads. What do you do if they call from the landline? From the landline, you still record the call, but you're not able to send a text message. But you know how many calls they get from the AdWords campaign, correct? So tell me, okay, tell me if you call from the landline and from a cell phone. Tell me, and I will tell you that 90% nowadays call from a cell phone, correct? Cell, board, cell, cell. Okay? So that answers your question. So, what did you learn today? You learned today that there's many cool features in the call portal. You can track the amount of leads, you can get paid per leads, you can offer the call tracking for business who advertise on AdWords, and you can send them a nice text message when whatever the business is closed, when you missed a call, or a thank you message for the call. You can use it for your own business, or you can contact business who advertise on AdWords, for example. This is what I would do. Okay, now, will you guys have already access to the call portal? Enter yes or no. Will said yes. David said no. Alan said yes. Toy said, oh, you guys go too quickly. Yes, yes, no. Just call CD. Good. No, yes, no, maybe, no, yes, no. So half you guys have access, good. So if you have access, you have also access to this feature, and you might not have applied it, but it's really a setting at your finger point, okay? Now you kind of want to apply it for yourself, and you want to go out to get business to get paid for it. If you have no access to it, I will run a special weekend promotion that you can try it for a month without any pain. Okay? So it will cost you peanuts. You can try it for a month. If you like it, you keep it. If you don't like it, you just cancel it. Does that make sense? So there's no risk on your end. You should be able to test it all within a month. You get 3 free numbers for the first month. And if you go out to local business, you can really make money with it. Call CD and lead track, is that the same? Yes, Joe. Okay, so the website, okay, always go to jackhopman.com and then where is call tracking? Okay, or you can go to products and then there's also call tracking. Okay, and I will put the weekend promotion, I will put it on this weekend so you can take benefit of it. I just wanted to let you know that there's a lot of opportunity to make money with simple systems. That does not take much of your time to implement, okay? How do you see with the call back after you text message? Okay, so when you go to the call portal, you see text leads, okay? You see all those text leads that came in? Was today, is the date here, 30 January. See all those leads coming in? And you can even reply to it. So I can even reply within the application, okay? If you don't want to use thanks for sending me a text message. Okay? I can even reply within the application. Okay? So we'll do a couple of them. So if you send a text message, then okay. So I don't need to use my own phone number to reply if you don't want at that point. Okay? You can go to call, and here you will see 30 January. You see all those callers that called today in. You see this? And you see recording, no answer, recording. Okay? So those came in today. Guys, see this? You see this? All is registered. The call, the location, the time. So this live. Okay? So you are in control what's happening. You can forward to your own number and also you can work within the application. We also just got your message. Okay? Does the client get a login too? Yes. So if you go to company login, you can say, or the company, you can have them company online access. Okay, enable company online access, and you can determine what they're able to see. All calls, call leads, email leads. Okay, by checking those boxes, you can have them log in. David said it's cool. Do you know what even is more cool? You can order a white label domain. Okay, you can order your own domain name, and then the application will work under your own domain name. They don't see call CD. They see your domain name. How do you typically charge a client by the lead or flat rate per month? Depending how you first of all, if you did this to your like, let's say you are very strong to generate leads. You do good job with SEO or whatever system you use. Kind of then at that point you want to get charged per lead. Then you go to Google AdWords and see what typical click price is for that keyword. and you multiply it by 3, okay? Or a flat rate, and then you determine how much money is worth a lead to the client, okay? Then you can say, I want at least 10% of the profit of it, and then you calculate the amount of leads you generate for that month, and you take that as average. Okay. The domain you order within call CAD. It cannot be a subdomain. It needs to get ordered within call CAD, but it is at no extra cost. Okay. Will said, I have a client paying me $697 flat rate for leads, been paying me for 4 years now. You see, you get a good feeling for it. So you can create your own business with the call portal. You have cool features. All the features you can imagine is in with the call portal. With the text message feature, you have really something what local businesses like. With AdWords, you can go after business who are already spending money on 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 um, on marketing, and they want to know how many calls they get for the AdWords campaign. And with the text message feature, you can minimize the waste. Does that make sense? So this is kind of a business in a box system with a simple application, but has been around for 6 years and always get updated and maintained and supported. Okay? I recently purchased local lead control. Do we use the steps talked in this program to generate calls to clients? Yes, you can generate the leads to your like. Okay? You can do SEO, Google My Business, AdWords, Facebook advertising, or with the call pod, you can just say, do you want to know how many calls you get from your AdWords campaign? I can help you with it. And on top of that, I can also help you to manage the missed calls, okay? And send them a text message. That is really cool. You can use it for your own business to get used to the system, and then you can apply it for local businesses. If you put a tracking number for the Google AdWords campaign, will that not affect the NAP citation and the client get a hit? So put the real phone number in the footer and put the schema around the real phone number. Okay, do we get a request, a phone number with the correct area code to that area we are serving? Yes. Yes, it's very simple. Okay, so if you go to the number, you can order a number within the application, your tracking number, and you then just select the country and you enter the area code. Okay, here actually you enter the area code and then you get tracking numbers related to that area code. Jack, I'm still in the dark. If someone calls but hangs up before you answer, can call porter still send a text? Yes. Okay? You don't need to answer the call. But okay? It is at that point it is a missed call. Okay? And you can send a text message to your like. Gail said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Can call porter change LAN numbers and cell phone numbers? Not really, but it will try that to send a text message, and if it is not a cell phone number, it fails to send, but you don't get charged for it. I purchased this about a month ago, but I haven't not had the time to use it. Can I still get the three test numbers? Send me support ticket. What about the new Google local ads platform? And what about the tracking numbers and citation? It's kind of the same thing. So instead of the business number, you use the tracking number. Google use tracking number all the time in AdWords and everything. Okay, so so to summarize it up, if you have Call City, you kind of in luck, and you know you have new features to your fingertips. Okay, and you learn the strategy how to monetize it and to use it for your own benefit. If you don't have the call portal yet, I will run a special this weekend. So for very cheap, I haven't decided on the price, but you will get 3 free tracking number the first month, and so you can really test it to your full potential the first month for pennies or something like that. So you know how to go after clients. You have something unique, and it shouldn't be hard to make money with it. Lead tracker check is same as the call portal, okay? So you go to jackhopman.com, go to products and the call portal, okay? And you can test the full potential the first month, okay, for pennies. What do you suggest monthly charge for the service? Depending how many leads you generate, or you offer it as an system that improves their business. Okay, for a dentist, you charge different than for a tree service, okay? Sales Amjack has the call portal? No, it's different. Sales Amjack does not include the call portal. Whitelist domain is at no extra cost, correct? With the new plan. So it's really nice to have your own portal, your own domain name. You can have your company login. Okay. You kind of have all the features to your fingertips. Can we do a drop calls campaign? That is part of Silent Prospector. So if you go to jackhopman.com, check out Silent Prospector. Okay, you don't even pay for the domain itself. Even the domain is for free. I eat the cost. I know you're going to like it for a long time. Okay. Eduardo said, Jack, you are the jack of the trader and master of all. Yeah, I know local marketing. Do you like the rank and rent business model? So I like it, but you need to be good in SEO. Okay? So if that is your thing, then you can make money with it. You set the domain for the caller ID, call CDs, white labels for free. That's correct. Okay. Okay. So with that said, um, I really want to thank you for all those interaction. It really, you really make this training great. Um, check check out the email on the weekend. You kind of get used to it. All those specials, uh, unbelievable, unbelievable, affordable to get you going, and then you can check it out for a month for pennies. No risk at your end. Get used to it. put it on your own marketing site, test it out, and go after clients to make money with it. So with that said, thank you for your time. Um, we we have another training the next Tuesday, and if you don't have the call portal, check out of be aware that you can take it for pennies this weekend. Okay? Thank you so much.